In the glittering capital of a vast empire, the palace lights never seemed to dim. Gold pillars gleamed, silk curtains flowed, power lived in every hallway. On the throne sat King Ahasuerus, ruler of 127 provinces, a man with absolute authority and an unpredictable temper. But this is not his story. This is the story of what happens when heaven works quietly behind the scenes. In the city lived a young Jewish woman named Esther, an orphan raised by her older cousin Mordecai. She was wise, gentle, and carried a quiet strength. Few knew her secret. She belonged to a scattered and often hated people. One day the king demanded a new queen. Young women from across the empire were taken into royal custody. Esther was among them. Through grace and favor, she was chosen and crowned queen, yet she told no one she was Jewish, just as Mordecai had instructed. Mordecai worked near the palace gate. One day he overheard a secret plan to hurt the king. He warned the palace, and the king was saved. The king ordered it be recorded in the Chronicles. Haman, the king's highest official, proud, powerful, and hungry for honor, he demanded that everyone bow when he passed. Everyone did, except Mordecai. Fury burned in Haman's heart. Not only would he punish Mordecai, he would destroy Mordecai's entire people. He cast lots, Purim, to choose the day of their destruction, and convinced the king to sign the decree. The order was sealed. The countdown to Adar 13th began. When Mordecai learned of the decree, he sent word to Queen Esther. "Do not think you are safe in the palace. If you remain silent, help will arise from another place. But you were placed in royalty for such a time as this." The words shook her. Approaching the king without invitation could mean death. But silence would mean certain destruction. Esther called for a fast. No food, no drink. 3 days. Then she walked toward the throne. The court fell silent. 1 step, 2 steps. The king extended the golden scepter. She lived. Instead of making her request immediately, she invited the king and Haman to a private banquet. Then another. Suspense tightened like a drawn bow. That night the king could not sleep. He ordered the royal records read aloud and discovered Mordecai had never been rewarded for saving his life. Shortly after, a man entered, planning to request Mordecai's execution. Instead, the king asked Haman, "What should be done for the man the king delights to honor?" Assuming it was himself, Haman described a royal parade of glory. "Excellent," said the king. "Do that for Mordecai." Haman led the parade himself. Humiliation marched through the streets. At the final banquet, Esther revealed her identity and Haman's plot. "I am one of the people marked for death." The king's anger erupted. Haman was judged and executed on the very gallows he built for Mordecai. The decree could not be revoked, but a new one was issued. The Jewish people could defend themselves. What was meant for destruction became victory. What was planned in secret was overturned in public. From that day on, the Jewish people celebrated every year on the 14th day of the month of Adar, with joy, food, and giving gifts to each other and the poor. This holiday is called Purim, which means lots. Today it is observed by the reading of the Megillah, Book of Esther, which recounts the story of the Purim miracle, giving money gifts to at least 2 poor people, sending gifts of 2 kinds of food to at least 1 person, and a festive Purim feast, which often includes wine or other intoxicating beverages. It is also customary for children and some adults to dress up in costumes. A traditional Purim food is hamantashen, or osnei Haman, 3-cornered pastries bursting with poppy seeds or another sweet filling. Sometimes God works quietly behind the scenes. Bravery plus prayer plus the right moment can change everything.
Chag Purim Sameach.
Happy Purim!